Hi, I'm Maxine and welcome to So Bonnie. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this lined tote bag. As you can see, I've used a contrasting lining on the inside of the bag. I think that makes it look really smart. This is a great first project for beginners or someone who's maybe not sewn for a while and is looking to get back into it. The pattern that we're using for this today can be found on my website or on my Etsy shop, and I'll link both of those for you. I hope you enjoy this video and let's get started.
For this bag you'll need 1 metre of main fabric and half a metre of lining fabric. I purchased both these beautiful fabrics from Bun Textiles in Glasgow. I'll link to their shop in the description box. Before you get started, it's a good idea to wash your fabrics to take out any shrinkage, then give them a good press. Start by folding your fabric in half, making sure to line up the selvages to ensure a straight and even cut. Do the same thing with your lining fabric. If you like, you could place it on top of your main fabric to cut them together like I've done, or you can cut it out separately. Now place your pattern pieces on top. The strap needs to be cut on the fold, which means the edge of the pattern piece needs to line up with the edge of the fold on the fabric, using the arrows on the pattern. Please remember to leave enough space on your fabric to cut out 2 straps on the fold. Make sure the grain line is parallel to the fold or the selvage of the fabric. Using a measuring tape is a good way to check it's parallel. Now cut out your pieces. You can use a rotary cutter, mat and pattern weights like I have. Or you could pin the pattern paper to the fabric and use fabric scissors. It's personal preference. Remember to mark your notches with a small snip. This pattern has 2 notches on one short edge of the main bag pattern piece. Once you've finished cutting, you should have 2 large rectangles of main fabric, 2 large rectangles of lining fabric, and 2 long thin rectangles for straps. Place your main fabric rectangles right sides together and pin along 3 long sides and 1 short side like this. My fabric doesn't have a right or wrong side, so it doesn't matter which way around they are, but if yours has a pattern or an obvious right side, these need to be together. Start sewing at the top right hand corner. We'll be using a 1 cm seam allowance. Place your fabric under your presser foot. Stitch forward a couple of stitches and then reverse for a couple of stitches to secure. Now sew to the end of the piece. When you get to about 1 cm from the corner, lower your needle down into the fabric. You can use the hand wheel to be more precise. With your needle down, lift the presser foot and spin your fabric round until the short edge is lined up with the presser foot. Lower the foot and continue to sew. Do the same thing at the next corner. When you get to the end of the second long edge, remember to reverse a few stitches to secure. Trim your thread tails. Now repeat this process with your lining fabric. To make it easier to turn out, clip the corners close to the stitching. Be really careful not to cut through the stitching itself. Do this on both your main and lining fabrics. Turn your main fabric through to the right side and push out the corners. You can use a pair of closed fabric scissors to help with this. Again, be careful not to burst through the stitches. Now give it a press with an iron to make all the seams lie flat. Fold the open edge of the main fabric to the inside by 2.5 cm. You can use your finger to roughly press it into position before taking it to the iron and pressing the fold. For the lining fabric, fold the open edge to the outside this time by 2.5 centimeters again. At the side seams, open them out flat and it will be easier to line up the seam. Press this with the iron too. For the straps, fold down one long edge by 1 centimeter. Again, you can use your finger to roughly press and follow it up with the iron. Fold the other long edge in by 1 centimeter too. Now fold the strap in half long ways and line up the folded edges. Press this down. To close the strap, sew the open edge with a 0.5 centimeter seam allowance, remembering to reverse at the start and end. Sew top stitching on the other long edge with a 0.5 cm seam allowance also. Repeat with the second strap. Now put your lining fabric inside your main fabric, lining up the side seams and the notches on the folds. Pin to secure. Insert your straps between the main fabric and lining fabric folds, lining up the outside edge of the strap with the notch. I've placed some vertical pins where my notches are to make it easier to see. Check to make sure the strap isn't twisted and that the ends are tucked into the same side of the bag. Pin the straps in place. Sew round the open edge of the bag using a 2 cm seam allowance. Take your time and make sure everything is lined up. Secure the straps in position and close the lining, sew around the open edge again, this time using a 0.5 cm seam allowance. Congratulations, your lined tote bag is complete. Thank you for following along with this tutorial. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to the channel for more sewing videos.